Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brian Carey, and I'm the class coordinator for the 353rd Basic Training Class and Senior Instructor of Police at KLETC. At this time, I ask that you join me in welcoming today's graduates, the 353rd Basic Training Class. Members of the 353rd Basic Training Class, and ladies and gentlemen, please rise or remain standing and direct your attention to the Hutchinson Police Department for the presentation of the colors and the playing of our national anthem. Honor Guard, please post the colors. You may be seated. During your time at KLETC, you have all walked past the Wall of Honor numerous times. The Wall of Honor was designed as a reminder of those KLETC graduates who have died in the line of duty. The names and photos of the 32 individuals memorialized preserve their memories and give family, friends, and law enforcement officers the opportunity to remember those that made the ultimate sacrifice in service to the citizens of Kansas. At this time, join me in observing a moment of silence to honor those 32 KLETC graduates no longer with us. Thank you. Class, before anything else, I want you to hear this from me. I am proud of you, truly proud. I've watched you walk through those doors on day one, unsure, a little nervous, wondering what you'd gotten yourselves into. And now I'm looking at a room full of men and women who stand taller, speak with purpose, and carry themselves like officers. That transformation doesn't happen by accident. You earned it. What impressed me most wasn't just how you learned the skills, the tactics, the laws. It is how you showed up for each other. I saw you push one another to be better. I saw you step in when someone was struggling. I saw you celebrate each other's wins. That matters because out there, that's the job, lifting people up when they need it most. I want to be honest with you. This career will test you. There will be nights that feel too long, calls that stay with you longer than you'd like, and moments where you question yourself. When those moments come, and they will, go back to your training. Trust the work you put in and lean on your partners. No one succeeds in this profession by standing alone. But hear this too. Don't lose who you are in the process. The badge is something you wear, not something that replaces you. You're still sons, daughters, parents, friends, human beings with lives and people who love you. Stay grounded, protect your well-being the same way you protect your community. Your family needs you healthy, present, and whole. And every time you put on that uniform, remember the reason you chose this path. It wasn't for applause or recognition. It was because you wanted to serve. You wanted to help. You wanted to make a difference in someone's hardest moment. If you hold on to that, if you keep that purpose close, you'll navigate the tough days and you'll shine on the good ones. I'm honored to have walked this part of the journey with you. Watching you grow has been a privilege. Congratulations. I'm proud of who you are, and I'm excited for the officers you're about to become. It is now my pleasure to invite Vice Provost and Director of Police Training, Darren Beck, to the podium to introduce today's commencement speaker.
Mike Brown began his law enforcement career in 1991 as a part-time officer at Rose Hill Police Department. In 1993, Mike was hired full-time by the Butler County Sheriff's Office as a road patrol deputy and served in that capacity until 1995 when he moved back to his hometown of Coffeyville and served on the Coffeyville Police Department for 15 years. In 2011, Mike was selected as the Chief of Police in Sidney, Nebraska, and served in that capacity until 2013, when family and medical issues necessitated a move back to Southeast Kansas area. At that time, Mike was hired by a privately owned company that offers public safety software, initially working as a sales representative and later promoted to the team manager, a role he served in until his departure in 2025. In 2022, Mike was recertified as a Kansas law enforcement officer and worked as a part-time administrative captain for the Coffeyville Police Department until his appointment as the executive director of the Kansas Commission on Peace Officer Standards and Training in 2025. That's the licensing board for law enforcement officers for our guests. Mike holds a Bachelor of Science in Administration of Justice from Wichita State University, is a graduate of the 130th. I thought that was a typo. The 130th KLETC basic class and the 235th session of the FBI National Academy, and has completed the FBI LEDA trilogy courses. It's my privilege and pleasure to introduce my friend and colleague, Mike Brown.
Good afternoon, graduates, family members, guests, and KLET staff. Darren made a little reference to the 130th. We were talking in the office actually today. Our certification numbers are pushing 35,000 now. Mine's 1885. So it gives you a little bit of an idea of how long in the tooth I am. Director Beck, thank you for the invitation today to speak at such a momentous and important milestone in these officers' careers. It was just a short 31 years, 9 months, and 7 days ago that I, along with 54 other young officers, including Instructor Neff Torres back here in the corner, were going through the same ceremony. This was after surviving a very grueling and intense and incredibly long eight whole weeks of training. I know you guys are what, 14 now? Yeah. There's been a lot of things that a lot of changes here since then. For an example, Neff and I and our classmates, we lived in, or should I say survived, I think what you call the old dorms. That's where the March snows came through the gaps in the windows. We had a communal shower, and if somebody flushed the toilet, then the temperature in the shower like soared to about 37 degrees above the surface of the sun without warning. Friday's lunches at the cafeteria suspiciously looked like some type of Frankenstein casserole of all the leftovers of the previous week. I know those things have been addressed. It's a beautiful campus. The facilities are wonderful. But one thing that hasn't changed and is remaining constant is the excellence of the instructors here at KLETC. Our instructors back then were the likes of Glenn Welch, Ed Pavey, Earl Gilbert, Boyce Moses, Dave Wary, Herman Jones, Dan Lear, George Stevens, and Jan McLeod. Now, those names may not mean much to folks today, other than maybe a name on a building. I actually saw Dave's picture on a screen out front. But they meant a lot to us back then. And more so as we progressed through our careers and we started to put into practice the things that they taught us while we were here. And your instructors will become more and more ingrained in your hearts and minds as you progress through your career and you realize this one thing. The most sacred duty of an old cop is to teach young cops how to become old cops. How to truly be part of something that is bigger than yourself, how to survive this profession, not only tactically, but administratively, spiritually, emotionally. These instructors that I mentioned to you, these old cops, as we called them back then, were the beginning of my education in law enforcement. And that's an education that has never stopped and never should stop. So as you progress through your careers, I challenge each and every one of you to become lifelong learners, and more importantly, lifelong teachers. Strive to be that old cop teaching young cops how to become old cops. This profession is also the most stressful, aggravating, and dangerous career in our society, hands down. You will see the best of humanity, and you're going to see the worst of it. And all of this is going to take a toll on you and your family and your friends. But you know that, so mitigate it as much as possible. And you do that by finding healthy outlets outside of work, sleep, exercise, talk, and the most important, know it's okay not to be okay. Talk to each other, take care of each other, support each other, and love each other clear throughout your career. To the families and friends of these officers, whether you know it or not, you've signed up for this profession too. And there will be wonderfully happy and joyous times, and there are going to be profoundly sad and dark times. Stand by your officers, stand by their brothers and sisters, and love them and support them always. Now, I just said this is the most stressful, aggravating, dangerous career in our society. It is. But it is also the most wondrous, rewarding, fulfilling career you could possibly imagine. You get to chase bad guys for a living, and that's cool. You get to be the pointy end of a spear in the process of seeking justice, and you get to protect those that cannot protect themselves, and there is absolutely no higher calling than that. And while you're doing all of this, you're going to build relationships and bonds with your fellow officers that are forged in blood and sweat and tears that will stand the test of time and distance. This is also the most sacred profession in our society. Law enforcement is the only profession that is given the authority by the people we serve to deprive those very same people of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The three unalienable rights that were immortalized in our Declaration of Independence. That is a huge and incredible responsibility. And that requires two things. The first thing is loyalty. Loyalty is defined as giving or showing firm and constant support or allegiance to a person or institution. So we're talking about loyalty to your profession, loyalty to your department, loyalty to your fellow officers, and loyalty to the calling that brought you to this very day on this stage at your graduation. The second is honor. Honor encapsulates all the other desirable traits that we look for in human beings. If you are honorable, you have integrity, you have courage, you have temperance, you have sympathy, and you also have empathy and sense of duty. All of these traits are what is right. And the definition of honor, a very simple definition of honor, is adherence to what is right. And that is all the time, every single time. Every single day is honor. The oath that you will take today begins with "on my honor." And that is for a reason. So as you leave here today and embark on your careers in law enforcement, if you don't remember anything else from today, please remember this: loyalty above all else, except honor. Congratulations on your accomplishment today, and welcome to the family. I thank you for the opportunity to be part of your graduation. I wish each and every one of you the very best. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay safe, and God bless you all.
So thank you very much for being our speaker today. Appreciated your
Absolutely.
speech. To commemorate your speech, I have for you, and I've been criticized for referring to it as pleather. It apparently is fine pleather or naga hide. So I'd like
The
to,
elusive Naga.
from the elusive naga. So I'd like to present to you a naga hide KLETC binder.
Thank you.
Thank you.
At KLETC, we recognize those student officers who have excelled in various professional skill sets during their basic training. For the 353rd basic training class, they understood the importance of fitness being a key component in an officer's life. It helps them deal with daily stress that they'll face and aids them in maintaining a healthier lifestyle, enabling them to better mitigate the dangers that they may encounter. During their time here at KLETC, all members of the 353rd were active and engaged in a fitness routine. The 353rd basic training class had 4 student officers who met the goal of the 200-mile club. To be recognized as a member of the 200-mile club, The student officers must have completed 30 push-ups in a minute, 30 sit-ups in a minute, and run a 1.5 miles in 18 minutes or less. Additionally, they must also have logged 200 miles or more outside of their normal classroom activities. Officers, please stand when I read your names to be recognized. Officer Tristan Kern of the Concordia Police Department. Officer Andrew McAdam of the Garnett Police Department. Officer Bo Sharp of the Chautauqua Police Department, and Officer Jonathan Slayton of the Emporia Police Department. Please join me in recognizing them for their efforts. You may be seated. I will now ask Officer Kern from the Concordia Police Department to join me at the podium. Officer Kern is receiving the Fitness Medal for the Most Improved. Please join me in recognizing him for his efforts. I will now ask Officer Sharp from the Chautauqua Police Department to join me at the podium. For his efforts, Officer Sharp is being awarded the Fitness Medal for achieving the most miles during his time here at KLETC. Please join me in recognizing him for his efforts as well. It is now time for the class president to deliver a few brief remarks on behalf of the graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, the 353rd Basic Training Class President, Officer Jonathan Slayton from the Emporia Police Department.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank all of you for being here, and I would also like to personally welcome our instructors, command staff, honored guests, family members, and most of all, Class 353. Congratulations, class. So, class, we made it. But we didn't just make it, we earned it. Class, we earned it on the cold mornings when motivation was low, but expectations were high. We earned it during defensive tactics when exhaustion set in, but quitting was not an option, even with broken thumbs and hurt knees. We earned it in classrooms where attention to detail mattered and in scenarios where every decision counted. There were days when we were tested physically, mentally, and emotionally, but every challenge had a purpose. Class, it wasn't just about building strong officers. No, it was about building stronger character. Somewhere along the way, this class became more than just a class of recruits. No, we became a team. We learned each other's strengths, and we covered each other's weaknesses, and we were able to push each other through even when training got tough. And that bond, that unity, is something that we could use as support for the duration of our careers. Because starting tomorrow, the training wheels come off. Tomorrow, we step in patrol cars. Tomorrow, we answer real calls. And tomorrow, someone's going to look at us not as recruits, but as the person that they are counting on in the worst moments of their life. That responsibility is heavy, but class, I think we're ready for it. Not because we know everything, because we don't. Not because we're perfect, because we're not. But because we are prepared, and more importantly than that, it's because we chose to serve. Class, every one of us made a decision to put on this uniform knowing that it would come with sacrifice. We knew it meant long hours. We knew it meant scrutiny, and we also knew that it meant running toward situations others might run away from. And yet we chose it anyways. And that says something about each of you. Class, this profession, it's going to test our patience, resilience, and it might even test our integrity. There will be moments when doing the right thing is a harder choice than doing the easier one. Just remember the oath that we're going to take today. Remember that professionalism is not weakness, compassion is not softness, and restraint is not hesitation. This badge that we receive is not a symbol of authority, however, it is a symbol of trust. To our families, thank you. You have sacrificed along with us. You supported us through the long weeks at the academy, and you encouraged us when we doubted ourselves. It reminded us every day why we are here, so this achievement belongs to you just as much as it belongs to us. To our instructors, thank you for having the patience to work with us every single day. Your commitment to the success of every student does not go unappreciated. Thank you. Class 353, today we celebrate, but tomorrow we lead by example. So class, stay motivated, serve your communities faithfully, and stand committed to the oath you have taken. Congratulations, class 353, and Godspeed.
Officer Slayton, it is my pleasure on behalf of the KLETC administration and staff to present you with this plaque in honor of you being the 353rd Basic Training Class President. Thank you. Thank you. In law enforcement, ethics is at the forefront of training in our profession. The law enforcement oath of office affirmation is a constant reminder of the importance of always doing the right thing. This is something we've discussed in depth during your time here at KLETC. The ultimate purpose of law enforcement is public service. A law enforcement officer assumes great responsibility when they affirm the oath of office. They have entered the profession of being role models, leading by example. They are enforcers of the law and protectors over our communities. I will now ask Class President, Officer Jonathan Slayton, to lead the class in reciting the law enforcement oath of office affirmation. Mr. Slayton.
Class 353, please stand. Oh! On my honor.
I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution of the United States and the state of Kansas, my community, and the agency I serve.
Recover! Class 353, you may be seated.
Today you will be receiving a challenge coin. A challenge coin is symbolic and meaningful and given to someone as a reminder of what they have done or to confirm membership in an organization. This coin today will recognize you as a graduate of KLETC. I ask that you carry it with you as a reminder of the lessons learned and the friendships forged during your time here at KLETC. On the back of this coin is the oath that each of you affirmed moments ago. Carry it with you and let it be a constant reminder to always do the right thing. Graduates, it has been my honor and distinct pleasure to be your class coordinator and a small part of your journey. I wish you nothing but success and happiness in the future. I will now ask KLETC Assistant Director of Basic Training, Jeff Osland, to join me on the stage to present the members of the 353rd Basic Training class with their certificates. Class President, Officer Jonathan Slayton, will announce the names.
Front row, please stand. Jackson Adler, Edwards County Sheriff's Office. Donovan Aldana, Holcomb Police Department. Ian Bartlett, McPherson Police Department. Corey Fleming, Butler County Community College Department of Public Safety. Nigel Gardner, Baxter Springs Police Department. Good job. Mackenzie Godeke, Pittsburgh Police Department. Luke Gunn, Baxter Springs Police Department. Amber Henley, Wichita State University Police Department. Front row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. Second row, please stand. Molly Hodges, Salina Police Department. Tristan Kern, Concordia Police Department. Matthew Keene, Andover Police Department. Dustin Lindley, Cloud County Sheriff's Office. Kevin Locke, Carbondale Police Department. Gracie Mann, Chautauqua Police Department. Andrew McAdam, Garnett Police Department. Second row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. Third row, please stand. Garrig Millage, Hayes Police Department. Paris Moore, Valley Center Police Department. Bo Sharp, Chautauqua Police Department. Austin Stats, Pratt Police Department. James Williams, Neodesha Police Department. Omar Willingham, Leavenworth Police Department. Alex Wilson, Girard Police Department.
And Jonathan Slayton of the Emporia Police Department. Third row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to thank everybody for coming. We sure do appreciate your support and the love that you've shown these students in your attendance here. I know that as a family member, they really, really appreciate you being here to support them. And to our law enforcement partners that are here also, we are so appreciative of your support, and for both KLETC, but also for these graduates. It's been a great journey for them. Will the members of the 353rd Basic Training Class please stand? On behalf of Director Beck, I hereby certify that each of you have completed all the requirements to be a certified police officer in the state of Kansas, and you are now certified police officers. The things they've been waiting for now for 14 weeks is class dismissed.